Missed it, and winning the break was C Senor. On the outside was Psycho's Gamble and She Wings, but soon after C Senor cuts across and takes the lead. Race 3 in front out of the straight. Miss Dalton second, 2 third was She Wings, followed by Lady Amy and also Psycho's Gamble. A length and a half to Mahatilla, followed by Star Cash, and 2 last of all Cheetah Magic. At the top turn, it's all C Senor. It's out by the best part of 8 lengths on Miss Dalton second, 2 third She Wings, followed by Lady Amy. Behind those Mahatilla and Psycho's Gamble. Into the straight though, C Senor making it a one-act affair. Is going on to win by 10 lengths. C Senor first, She Wings second, third Miss Dalton, followed by Lady Amy and also Mahatilla. From Psycho's Gamble, Star Cash, and back last of all was Cheetah Magic.
2 and 1 straight to the front. C Senor over set to go racing, and let's join Brian Market.
Larry, he won't settle down at all. Slowly away was American Style, and away quickly is Tough Decision, looking for the lead. Gets it early from on the outside, Bombshell. Alba Magic gets to third. A break of 10 metres to Ryle Elite, followed by American Style. The inside of going forward is Armando. Then Kiwi Ship, followed by Timmy 2, Our Better Luck and Rothcliffe. 8 metres Impulsive Boy, some 25 metres back in the field to Graham T. Kerbershire is second last, and Larry is last. Out of the straight they race past the lodge at the 1600 metres, and Tough Decision. He worked to the lead by 6 metres. Easing behind the leader is Alba Magic. Bombshell 5 metres away, third without cover. On the rail and fourth is American Style. 5 metres away, Ryle Elite on the outside. Then Kiwi Ship travelling up on the outside to be 3 back as they race towards the 1400 metre mark, and making ground on the outside now is Ryle Elite. Pull to the outside as Timmy 2 now travelling around the outside wide. 4 metres away on the inside is Our Better Luck. 2 metres to Rothcliffe, followed on the inside by Impulsive Boy. Graham T is third last. Larry, he is second last along the back at the 1100 metre turn, at least 45 metres off the lead, and 2 metres away Kerbershire on the outside last. Inside the 1000 metres, Tough Decision. He leads by 6 metres. Timmy 2 on the outside sits up without cover. Alba Magic has a nice run on the rail, followed by Bombshell, fourth on the outside and Handy. Peeling around the outside now, Ryle Elite 3 wide, travelled up in turn by Graham T, and also making ground Armando in the centre. On the rail is American Style, followed by Kerbershire now pulling out as they pack up, travelling down the side towards the school at the 700 metres. 2 metres away, Our Better Luck on the inside. Working up on the outside now, Kiwi Ship coming off the rail, followed by Rothcliffe, and Larry one off the fences last. They're jamming up down the side at the 550, and taking off as Ryle Elite out 3 wide. He's travelling up to join Timmy 2 in the centre, and Tough Decision the rail. 4 metres away, Armando making ground, then Bombshell the centre. Alba Magic held up on the rail, right off the track now, making ground Impulsive Boy, followed by Kiwi Ship. American Style needing a run. Dropping out of it there is Kerbershire. Rothcliffe now pulls to the outside, followed by Larry. Dropping out of it, Graham T, and third last is Our Better Luck, but around the turn, 200 metres to travel, and travelling out 4 deep now, Impulsive Boy. He raced up and grabbed the lead. Armando from well back is making ground, followed by Bombshell. At the 120 though, Impulsive Boy in front. Armando is trying to pick him up on the outside. Armando finishing the better. He raced up to tackle Impulsive Boy. Impulsive Boy, Armando, Impulsive Boy. I reckon has kicked them one in the nose to Armando. Third, tight out wide, American Style or Bombshell. Close up, Our Better Luck, then Tough Decision, followed by Timmy 2 and Larry. Alba Magic in behind them, followed by Rothcliffe. Then Ryle Elite, Kerbershire, Graham T, and last in was Kiwi Ship.
Very close photo, that one. The judge will look at that long and hard. A photo between 9 and 11. Brian's gone. Number 11 to beat 9, but...
Red lights on, set to go, and they're racing this time. They've come away at a pretty good line. Devil's Own Luck won the start from Palatov out well today. Highbrows is going fast on the outside. Pickety Harbour and Pride of Pride's up towards the lead. Karakati Kid got back into the field, joined on the outside by Darzan, who's a bit wide. Then Mickey Go-Go, who's even wider. A length away to Bay Pier, and a couple of lengths away up the rear was History. The leader Highbrows off the back at the 1000 by a length and a half. The Pride of Pride's the centre. Devil's Own Luck the rail, and Pickety Harbour pressing forward, but 3 wide. Wallamoos Darzan up within 2 lengths of them. Then Palatov ridden along. Karakati Kid was next with Bay Pier. Well back in the field, Mickey Go-Go, and History starts to make ground at the tail. Highbrows is tackled by Pride of Prides as they go to the 700, and soon after Pride of Prides hits the front. Pickety Harbour comes at it. Darzan's closing on them. Devil's Own Luck on the rail. Then Palatov, Karakati Kid, History, Bay Pier, and forget about Mickey Go-Go. Towards the turn, Pride of Pride's the pilot by 3 parts of a a length to the good of Picardy Harbour. Darzan's into it quickly. Devil's Own Luck's nearer the inside. Highbrows back behind those with Palatov. Pride of Pride's in front into the straight. Picardy Harbour the outside. Devil's Own Luck gets through on the rail. Darzan's behind them, not doing much, and Palatov's starting to run on. Devil's Own Luck's in front. Palatov gets into the open. Pride of Pride's in Picardy Harbour, but Devil's Own Luck's nicely clear at the 100. On the outside, Palatov's trying to get the Devil's Own Luck. It won't make it, and Devil's Own Luck scored by a long neck to Palatov. Picardy Harbour got third, then Pride of Pride's and Darzan. A long gap further back in the field, then to Bates.
6, 14 and 7 for the final event at Toowoomba. Racing at Maitland. Let's join Ken Ernst.
The inside there with Victor's Pride. The next one was So Will He, and 2 lengths to Ironbark Worry, who brought up the rear. G'day G'day went to the lead as they passed the 1400 metre mark. It shows the way by 3 metres to the good of Dad's Boy, who moves to second. A half a length back third on the inside, Mr. White. Now the favourite Bugs too has a beautiful run. 1 out and 1 back. Down on the inside was Rip Sun. Followed in advance by Chapo Trick. Well back would he do, So Will He. Victor's Pride pulling hard second last, and ahead back on the outside. Ironbark Warrior leaving the back with about 1100 to travel, and G'day G'day shows the way by neck to the good of Dad's Boy second. Third on the fence, Mr. White in advance of Bugs too. Rip Sun racing on the inside of Chapo Trick. The next one would he do, third last on the outside, So Will He, and the last 2 on the fence, Victor's Pride, and on the outside Ironbark Warrior. 800 to travel in the straight. The bell sounds. G'day G'day joined by Dad's Boy on the outside. Third down on the fence was Mr. White. 1 out and 1 back there, Bugs too. In advance of Chapo Trick around Rip Sun, So Will He, Dad's Boy. I should say, would he do third last? Victor's Pride taking off 3 wide from the tail of the field, and last Ironbark Warrior running to the back towards the 600. G'day G'day still by a metre the good of Dad's Boy. Third on the fence, no run for Mr. White, then Bugs too. Ironbark Warrior's got into trouble back of the field. Up and running fifth there was Rip Sun. So Will He gallops, but towards the 400, Dad's Boy went to the lead. Ahead to the good of G'day G'day. About to get off the fence there was Mr. White. Bugs too urged along. The next one would he do, and Rip Sun's the widest runner as they come up to the bend. 300 out. Dad's Boy and G'day G'day were showing the way. 3 wide Mr. White. 4 wide Bugs too, and right off the track Rip Sun coming with a big run, and would he do's got a beautiful run right along the fence. Dad's Boy, G'day G'day fighting it out. Rip Sun right down the outside. G'day G'day in front. Here's a go. G'day G'day I'd say has beaten Rip Sun. Third Mr. White. Dad's Boy, would he do, Bugs too. Well back Chapo Trick, followed in by Ironbark Warrior, Victor's Pride, and So Will He.
Photo there at Maitland, race number 3, 5 the rail, and I think it was the 1 out wide in the photo for first. As we have a look at the replay around the turn.
Now, Touch the Earth came out quickly from the inside, and showing plenty of speed is Rambling Alto shortly after the start, and Rambling Alto runs to the front past the winning post on the first occasion by 2 lengths on Touch the Earth. Jack Bryden began nicely in third place, and Errol Karamia fourth, but caught 3 wide on the first turn. And they're followed by a Sherwood Lad, who's fifth on the fence from Land Boom. Drifting back, Sam Linden second last, and Supreme Delta a length and a half behind them at the rear. At the 1700, Rambling Alto in front shows the way by 1 length on Errol Karamia. Still 3 wide, but about to stride forward, and Ducks may even have a crack for the lead past the 1600. Touch the Earth now tucked away in third place. Jack the Bryden is fourth, 1 by 1, 37.2 the lead time. They're followed by Sherwood Lad, who's fifth the fence. Land Boom 1 by 2 on the running line. A length and a half to Sam Linden second last, and Supreme Delta still last of the 8 as they race inside the 1400. The speed slows in front. Rambling Alto clear by 1 length on Errol Karamia, quite content to race at the leader's wheel. Touch the Earth in third place, and Jack Bryden fourth, enjoying a nice run forward. Sherwood Lad is locked away on the fence from Land Boom, 1 by 2 on the running line. Second last is Sam Linden, and still Supreme Delta is last as they...
Set Racing Ascot the last. Here's Stewart.
Medusa flat-footed, well back in the field. High Fibre got out slowly. Speak No Evil, Chaviga and Timeless Pago were best away. Timeless Pago railed like a greyhound to lead Chaviga settling down. Speak No Evil third. Speech of Praise on the inside of Rest Ashore. Wider Things to Do. A length on Sahara Sunshine, and then came Chancery Star. Back behind them, Miss Liana down on the inside. Down the side they go. A fair way back in the field. field then to Zip Me Up. Algiers wider. Wave of Passion, All a Dasher well back in the field. A length and a half Medusa, and High Fibre whipped them in. Inside the 800 they come now. Timeless Pago, a length on Sahara Sunshine, around Speak No Evil. One Chaviga, Things to Do and Rest Ashore. Then came Algiers. Speech of Praise shuffled back on the inside of Chancery Star. Then Zip Me Up about to go forward. A length and a half, Wave of Passion. All a Dash followed by Medusa. High Fibre and Miss Liana has been relegated back to the rear on the home turn at the 400, and Timeless Pago the leader. Now Chaviga back in the centre. Speak No Evil wider. Speech of Praise trying to get the run, and then Rest Ashore. Wider Zip Me Up and Medusa down the outside at the 100. Rest Ashore, a bolter shot clear. It's home from Speak No Evil, Chancery Star. Then Zip Me Up right through the middle is All a Dash, but Rest Ashore. Rest Assure's won by 2 lengths. Chancery Star second, All a Dash third over Medusa. Speak No Evil. Zip Me Up disappointing. Speech of Praise, No Bouquet the ride. Then came Chaviga, followed by High Fibre, Wave of Passion, Sahara Sunshine, Miss Liana. Timeless Pago hit a brick wall. Things to Do well back, and Algiers was stone motherless last.
6, 9 and 2, race 7 at Ascot.
Get out, and the leader still travelling okay, Rambling Alto. Rambling Alto in front by 3 parts of a length on Errol Karamia, who's doing it tough, but he's striding forward after this leader now. Touch the Earth in 3rd place, and Jack Bryden still 4th on the outside of Sherwood Lad from Land Boom. Sam Linden still 2nd last, and 1 off last to Supreme Delta. Inside the half, 31.8 for the 2nd quarter of the mile. Down the back, 6.50 from home. And it's Rambling Alto by 1 length on Errol Karamia. Touch the Earth in 3rd place, Jack Bryden 4th, but on a loose rein from Sherwood Lad trying to ease off the fence. Then Land Boom. Sam Linden 2nd last, and Supreme Delta still at the rear as they travel towards the quarter, 400 from home. It's Rambling Alto by a neck on Errol Karamia. In 3rd place, Touch the Earth, Sherwood Lad working into the clear. Sam Linden switched back to the inside. Supreme Delta whizzing around them out wide, and they're followed by Land Boom and Jack Bryden. Rambling Alto and Errol Karamia, they turn together. Sherwood Lad into the clear. On the extreme outside is Supreme Delta, Touch the Earth and Sam Linden behind them. Errol Karamia went to the front. Sam Linden taking a split. Sherwood Lad joining in. Sherwood Lad went to the front, and Sherwood Lad got there. Sherwood Lad just defeats the unlucky Sam Linden. He got squeezed out on the straight. 3rd, either Errol Karamia or Supreme Delta on the outside. Then Touch the Earth, Land Boom, Jack Bryden, and Rambling Alto tied to run last.
4, 7, 6, the official
Light from the 8th, the favourite. They're racing. Beginning well was Stormy Mick, and also on the outside, Reader's World and Highlight trying to get around Reader's World. They go together to the first turn. 2 lengths 3rd was Stormy Mick, followed by Jess Rain from Speedy Maze. 3 further back to Tandad 2 from Pleasure Bet, and last of all was Miss Port towards the back, and Highlight gets the better of Reader's World and darts away. It's Highlight out by about 2 lengths on Reader's World, who's ticking on. 5 lengths 3rd was Stormy Mick, followed by Jess Rain, and a further 6 to Speedy Maze from Tandad 2, Pleasure Bet and Miss Port. To the home turn, it's Highlight in front, having trouble shaking Reader's World on the outside. Highlight a half length in front. Reader's World is claiming it and going home too well. Reader's World 1st, 2nd Highlight. 3rd was Stormy Mick, followed by Tandad 2 and also Miss Port from Pleasure Bent, Jeff's Rain, and a long last was Speedy Maze.
Big run, Reader's World running down.
Being off the 2nd row hasn't interfered with anything, so they're off and racing. A good line. Historic Chimes away okay. Call the Shots is going quickly out in the centre. Out wide on the track, Regal Melvin heading up towards the lead. Selena's Lad driving up in behind them as Call the Shots finds the front in front of Regal Melvin. There's room for Regal Melvin to get in behind the leader at this stage. 3rd on the outside then was Selena's Lad. Beau Liberator through on the inside as he does go to the fence, I think, there on Regal Melvin. Yes, he does. Pacific Morris gets off the rail to be 1-1. Further back in the field, Last Card Louis on the inside of Historic Chimes, who finds himself well back in the field and now taking off around them. And last of all, about 20 metres away chasing the field was Springfield Jack. Down the back they go. In fact, off the back, the leader Call the Shots and shows the way clear at its wheel on the outside. Regal Melvin came off the fence. Around them 3 wide, Historic Chimes. He'll be up outside the leader shortly. Beau Liberator on the leader's back. 1 out, 1 back. Selena's Lad's always had a nice run. So too has Pacific Morris, but he's 3rd last. Last Card Louis is pulling back 2nd last, and Springfield Jack, after completing a full circuit, is now tacked on. in the straight. Just over a lap to go. 31.2 was the first quarter, and the leader Call the Shots under a good hold in front. Second up on the outside is Historic Chimes, and in behind the leader Bow Liberators enjoyed a good run. One out, one back now Regal Melvin after doing a little bit of work early. Further back in the field is Selena's Lad off the rail, as is Pacific Morris on its back. Last Card Louis slips up on the inside, and 6 metres away last of all is Springfield Jack. Heading into the back, 32.3. They got a little bit of a breather there. They go into the back straight now inside the 600, and the leader Call the Shots, asked to get a bit closer on the outside. Historic Chimes. No run for Bow Liberator. Here's Regal Melvin about to peel out 3 wide. Selena's Lad follows it on the inside. Last Card Louis trying to get one off, going pretty well. Out wide on the track, then about to start a run Pacific Morris, and then Springfield Jack coming off the back. The leader still Call the Shots, held back to them by 3 metres. Up on the outside, Historic Chimes. Regal Melvin around them quickly. No run for either Bow Liberator or Last Card Louis. Further back in the field, Selena's Lad, and pulling very wide Pacific Morris. Call the Shots, the leader into the straight. Down the outside is Regal Melvin. There's one tipped out, Selena's Lad and Pacific Morris. Call in the straight, the leader Call the Shots. Bow Liberator getting a late split. Call the Shots in front. Bow Liberator finishing quickly. Bow Liberator beats Call the Shots. Third Regal Melvin. Then Historic Chimes. Further back to Last Card Louis, Springfield Jack. And these two have come to grief in the straight. Both drivers are okay, or they're both up on their feet at least.
1, 4 and 7 Globe Derby race 1, the only 2 horses in the race.
Staged by the NCA, and the favourites in box 2. Blazing Willow for the first semi. Racing, Blazing Willows come out fairly. Good speed from the outside. They're crossing over. Brisk Dream has been able to force over and just lead. Blazing Willows in all sorts of bother. Rasbora leads. Brisk Dream. Alice Lorenzo is in between them. Blue Minsk out wide. Getting through Blazing Willow, followed by Briar Hill, Bundle of Joy. Tanya Talanda last on the home corner. The leader was Rasbora. Shows the way about 2 lengths to Alice Lorenzo and Blue Minsk. Now Blazing Willows on the inside, and Briar Hill rocketing to the line. But Rasbora wins the first, and Rasbora wins it nicely. Briar Hill second, third Alice Lorenzo, Blazing Willow, Blue Minsk. Further back in the field was Bundle of Joy, Brisk Dream, and Tanya Talanda was last.
On favourite Blazing Willow tipped out of the semi-finals of the NCA National Futurity, 5, 1 and 7 over the line.
Now, racing perfect start. Well, off the second row, Bobby Rado has broken shortly after. He's broken, severely checking Grain Store Flyer. They're both out of it now, 50 metres away, and Dark Paul is away quickly. He rushes up on the outside to tackle Butler for the lead and will succeed. Big Bird on the outside travels up into second placing. Blue Sage drops out to 4th last early. Rolls and Rolls settles down 4th on the rail. Then Guitar Magic 5th with cover. Trespasser 6th on the rail. 6 metres to Papa Bear coming off the fence, followed by Blue Sage. A break of 6 metres to Tough Delivery. 25 metres away, Bobby Rado, and last is Grain Store Flyer. Along the back of the lap and a half mark, and the leader is Dark Paul. By 2.5 metres to Big Bird, travelling up into second placing. Butler third, 4th on the outside, Guitar Magic. Trailed up in turn by Trespasser. From the rear now, here's Tough Delivery on the top turn the first time, pulling out 3 wide. Travelling 3 back on the fence is Rolls and Rolls, followed by Papa Bear. He's tapped up and now pulls out 3 wide on the back of Tough Delivery. A break of 12 metres to Blue Sage on the outside of Bobby Rado, who tacks up, and Grain Store Flyer is out the back some 30 metres away. In the straight towards the 1,000 metres. Well, he gets his chance tonight, Dark Paul. He's had a very good run by 3 metres. 2 on the outside, Big Bird always without cover. Bottler third, 4th on the outside, but travelling 3 wide, Tough Delivery. Guitar Magic in the centre is held up. Peeling out 3 wide, Papa Bear. He goes home on the back of Tough Delivery. Then Trespasser in the centre. Rolls and Rolls on the rail, followed by Bobby Rado. Blue Sage is second last. She pulls out now on the back of Papa Bear, 3 wide and 15 metres to Grain Store Flyer. They're in the final lap at the 600. Every chance for Dark Paul. He leads Big Bird by almost 3 metres at the 550. Travelling third, Bottler. 4th on the outside, Guitar Magic. Now gets out in plenty of time. Tough Delivery not going well. Off its back now, Papa Bear under the centre. Rolls and Rolls needs a run, followed by Bobby Rado, Blue Sage, and 12 metres to Grain Store Flyer. But Dark Paul, he comes to the home turn at the 250. Under a very good hold by 3 metres. Guitar Magic pulls to the outside now, 3 wide into second placing. Big Bird not going well. Bottler needs a run, followed by Rolls and Rolls, and Bobby Rado running a race in the straight of the 150. He goes for Dark Paul. He shakes him up. He's 4 metres in front. Guitar Magic is trying very hard with Papa Bear. Dark Paul a metre in front. Guitar Magic picking it up on the outside. Dark Paul in front. Guitar Magic is lunging. Guitar Magic, maybe a nose to Dark Paul. Tight one. Papa Bear third. Close up Bottler. Then Bobby Rado rolls and rolls in behind them, followed by Big Bird and Blue Sage. Then Grain Store Flyer, Trespasser, and Tough Delivery has run last. And
At Penrith, here's Rod.
And began well, but not as quickly as Patricia Dawn. And on the outside, Pleasing Girl, who drove straight to the front. Out of the straight, Pleasing Girl is out by 2 lengths on Patricia Dawn second. Third, the outside, Mr. Fabulous, Western Prophet, the fence, 3 further back. Legendary Osti, followed by Shah Khan. And 5 last, Jessica Bale. At the top turn, Pleasing Girl is out by 5 lengths. Mr. Fabulous working home to second. Third, Patricia Dawn, followed by Western Prophet, Shah Khan and Legendary Osti. Into the straight, though, it's Pleasing Girl, 2.5 lengths in front. Mr. Fabulous won't claim it. Pleasing Girl too good. Pleasing Girl first, second photo. Patricia Dawn the inside, or Mr. Fabulous out wide, followed by Shah Khan, Western Prophet. Second last was Jessica Bale, and pulling up short last of all was Legendary Osti.
8 and a photo on the previous event there at Penrith. Very close indeed. Now at Moonee Valley, number 2, Guitar Magic, got the prize on the outside over 4, Dark Paul, and number 6, Papa Bear at Moonee Valley.
Last ace is Gallop, checking Rogers Ramjet, and it's a false start at Maitland. Last ace, number 3, Gallop.
Okay, number 3.
Christopher Vance is his number 1 selection naturally after running second last year. Big raps on Sogo.
Okay, well, here's Maitland and back shortly.
The first time out, 3 wide now, going forward to second on the outside was Madawi Prince. Last ace, third on the inside, now skipping clear, 1 out and 1 back. 5th back on the inside, Gladius in advance of Peppy Fast Cars, Carnaby Hanover. A half a length back, Rogers Ramjet, second last, and a length, the Kura Attack, who brought up the rear. They're about to stride into the back towards the 1300, and Ken Simbai ahead to the good of Madawi Prince. Third last ace in advance of 1 out and 1 back, skipping clear. 5th on the fence, races Gladius in advance of Peppy Fast Cars. The next one on the fence was Carnaby Hanover. Second last, Rogers Ramjet, and a length and a half to Kura Attack, who brought up the rear. Ken Sim led them off the back with 1100 to travel. By ahead to the good of Madawi Prince, who's grinding away second. Third on the fence, last ace in advance of Skipping Clear. The next one, Gladius, 6th on the outside, Peppy Fast Cars in advance of Carnaby Hanover. Rogers Ramjet, second last, and last of all was Kura Attack. In the straight for the bell, 1 round, 800 to go, and Ken Sim comes down to the winning post by a metre to the good of in second place, Madawi Prince. Macca starting to niggle at it. In third place, last ace, followed by Skipping Clear. The next one, Gladius, followed by Peppy Cascars, who peels out 3 wide. This puts Kura Attack 4 deep. Carnaby Hanover second last, and Rogers Ramjet brought up the rear, striding to the back of the 600. Ken Sim by 3 metres to the good of Madawi Prince under pressure. Kura Attack starting to stride up, 4 and 5 wide. Last ace in the down on the fence, and the next one, Peppy Fast Class, Gladius, Skipping Clear, Carnaby Hanover, and 2.5 to Rogers Ramjet. Off the back, Ken Simfuller running, got away, 2.5 lengths. Last ace, Madawi Prince, and then out wide was Kura Attack. The next one, Gladius, but coming to the bend, 200 out, and Barry G said, catch me if you can on Ken Sim. Straightened up, 3 lengths to the good of last ace, Madawi Prince, and then Kura Attack, but Ken Sim in front. It's going to win the Valley Brewery pace, and Ken Sim too good. Last ace second, Kura Attack got up to run third, followed by Madawi Prince. The next one, Gladius, Carnaby Hanover, Peppy Fast Cars. Next to last to go down was Skipping Clear, and last in Rogers Ramjet.
4-3-10, Ken Ernst calling Maitland tonight.
Is up there racing now, and Wild About Harry came out very quickly. Regal Award showing good speed shortly after the start. Hot Cult began well, settling down in third place, and Almost an Angel is fourth. Then Call Me Sue, but caught 4 wide and driving forward now from Kiama Country, Blake's Blunder and Misty Warrior on the fence. Then BT Times, 100 Carat third last from Sona Fury, and Silas Mariner showing little speed, drops to the rear of the field. Heading towards the 1200, and Regal Award works to the front, squaring to get the bell. It's Regal Award in front by 1 length on Call Me Sue, who's still very wide but is striding forward. 29.4 for the first quarter of the mile. Wild About Harry tucked away in third place, and Blake's Bunder out wide is striding forward deep, and 100 Carats 4 wide passing the winning post. Almost an Angel just off the speed, 1 by 2 on the running line on the outside of Hot Cold. They're followed back in the field by Kiama Country, Misty Warrior awkwardly placed on the fence. Silas Mariner third last and 3 wide from BT Times, and 1 off last is Sona Fury as they stride inside the half. 31.4 for the second quarter. Regal Award in front, trouble. Blake's Blunder galloped and Call Me Sue was badly checked at the 600. Regal Award in front by a half length on 100 Carat. Wild About Harry in third place. Almost an Angel, 3 wide is starting a fast run on the outside. Silas Mariner very deep. Behind them, Kiama Country from Hot Cold. Misty Warrior going through on the centre from BT Times. Then Sona Fury, Blake's Blunder. And two off last is Call Me Sue. It's Regal Award and Almost an Angel inside the 300. They're locked together by a length and a half. Wild About Harry in third place, working off the fence. Silas Mariner gone from Kiama Country as they flattened out, and Almost an Angel went to the front by a half length on Regal Award. On the outside, Wild About Harry making up ground from Kiama Country, but Almost an Angel in front. Wild About Harry's coming quickly. Almost an Angel a half in front and got there. Almost an Angel by a long neck. Second, Wild About Harry. Third, Kiama Country from Misty Warrior. Then Regal Award and Hot Cold. They were followed back in the field by Silas Mariner, Sona Fury, Blake's Blunder. Then BT Times, Call Me Sue, and 100 Carat tied to finish at the rear of the field.
Damien's called them 4-5-2, race 2 at Albion Park. 4-5.
Ready, racing. And Truzan won the start. G. Harley away nicely. Star Treasure showing speed on the outside. Right behind them was Atomic Bale at the first corner from Golden King for Lisa. And then Blue Carbon Plug for Me to the back of the course, crossing over Star Treasure. G. Harley goes right into the second spot. Then Truzan behind them. Right off the track then was Atomic Bale, and further back for Lisa, Golden King. Star Treasure's the leader. G. Harley is giving chase on the bend. Star Treasure turned in front. G. Harley wearing it down. Star Treasure's the leader, and Star Treasure gets home. Star Treasure wins it an Nectar. G. Harley getting up for third for Lisa from Truzan. Behind those, Plug for Me, and then a break in the field of Atomic Bale, Blue Cub, and Golden King was last.
8, 2 and 6, the placings, Wentworth Park.
The last on the card. Hope you can get a quartet this afternoon. It'll pay a fortune. Light about to come on. Stand by now. There's the light on, set. Racing in the last of the afternoon. Out the back door, Gibbs River, and Phoenix Rose slow to leave. Gaynada, the old grey mare, won the start. Between Lights and Noted Star jumped out well. Behind him, Jevington Port, Sign of the Times, and Forest Green. Moonbeam the rail. A length on Glenflurry, Delvillia, and then going forward, Pro Tristram, Dance All Day by the Water. 2 to Gibbs River, and Phoenix Rose is last of all. Down the side, 900 to go, and Young Carberry has got Gaynada flying solo. 2 lengths on between the Lights. 1 Noted Star. Jevington Port on the inside, a Sign of the Times. A length away back to Moonbeam, Forest Green, and then Dance All Day. A further length away, Glenflurry, followed by Delvillia. By the Water takes off. Then Pro Tristram, Gibbs River, and Phoenix Roses back last of all. Racing to the turn at the 500, and Gaynada said, catch me if you can. A length on Jevington Port up on the inside of between Lights, followed by Noted Star. Then came Moonbeam. Around them, Glenflurry, and as they turned by the Water very wide in the straight at the 200, Gaynada the leader from Jevington Port, Moonbeam the rail, and wider came Noted Star. Jevington Port, Moonbeam, and Noted Star come together. Moonbeam and Jevington Port, a soul-stirring go. Jevington Port, Moonbeam, they hit it. Jevington Port a nostril. Jevington Port a nose, Moonbeam, a nose, Noted Star. Either Gaynada or Dance All Day for fourth. Behind him we had what there? Glenflurry, Forest Green, By the Water, Delvillia. Then came Pro Tristram, Gibbs River, Phoenix Rose between Lights, and Sign of the Times as last of all.
Stewie Shetton never one to sit on the fence. He's gone 7 to beat 10 over 4 Noted Star. Race 8. We'll get those numbers to you as soon as we can.
Blue Lighters on there racing. From the inside, Texan Fella away okay. Trying to get across was Great Escape. Texan Fella has the inside. Out wide, Air Force One pushing on, and in the centre is Springton Flyer. Still with the inside run out of the straight, Texan Fella. Great Escape got 2 metres in front, but the turn came up, and Texan Fella's going to drive through and lead. Out 3 wide now, going on with it was Air Force One as Great Escape eases. Further back in the field, Springton Fire. Up on the inside was Rickety Roo. Behind those then was Achiever. Bags of Cash off the rail second last, and last of all was Inspector Gadget. Down the back, and Air Force One having a little bit of a test at Texan Fella on the outside. Rick Frierson may be trying to angle in behind. He can almost do so. Peter Holberton is a wake up on Great Escape, but he couldn't keep him off the rail. Texan Fella leads them off the back by a length to Air Force One dropping to the rail. Springton Fly without cover. 3 back on the inside then would have been Great Escape. Now Achiever works up 1-1. Rickety Roo, after being well placed early, is back second last on the inside of Bags of Cash, and Inspector Gadget whips them in as they come into the straight. 29.1 the first quarter, so there was some serious business going on up front. The leader is Texan Fella, about 2 metres, now only a metre as Springton Flyer up on the outside is about to grind away. Achiever has worked into the race nicely, 1 out 1 back on the outside of Air Force One. Then came the Justice pair racing together. Bags of Cash around the outside of Great Escape, and the last pair Inspector Gadget about to start a move, and on the inside is Rickety Roo. Second quarter about to come up, they slowed right up to 34.4. And the leader is going to be a sprint home. Texan Fella being tested on the outside by Springton Flyer. Achiever out 3 wide as Bags of Cash makes its run and goes 4 wide. Air Force One no run by, gee, they're tight. Out wide